Good evening, dear students. So today we'll start discussing about observations and calculations. The conductometric experiments, the procedure for the conductometric experiment of titration of a mixture of a strong and a weak acid, that is an acid mixture with a strong base, is to pipette out 50 ml of an acid mixture into a solution of clean beaker of 100 ml, and the conductivity cell is dipped into it and connected to the conductivity bridge, and the amount of current that is passing between the two electrodes, that is the total number of ions present in the solution, is measured with the help of platinum electrodes having a cross-sectional area of 1 centimeter square, and they are separated by 1 centimeter apart. And standard solution of sodium hydroxide, usually standard solution is of any normality, from the burette is dropped down into the beaker 0.5 ml wise, and the corresponding specific conductance is noted. And graph is plotted between the specific conductance and the volume of NaOH, and from the graph you will get three straight lines, and from these three straight lines the volume V1 and volume V2 of the volume required for the neutralization is calculated. So when you look into the observations and calculations, when you go on adding sodium hydroxide, so when you dip the conductivity cell into the acid mixture, you will get a zeroth reading, that is 16.8. And when you go on adding sodium hydroxide 0.5 ml continuously from the burette to the acid mixture, so conductance value, specific conductance value goes on continuously decreases. So this decrease in the conductance is due to the presence of consumption of HCl, and the sodium hydroxide will continuously, strong acid will react with a strong base, and continuously there is a consumption of HCl, and H plus ions goes on decreasing. Hence you will get the conductance value continuously decreases. So later conductance value, there is a little increase in the conductance value. So conductivity values will continuously incrementally increases after the certain addition of NaOH. So this incremental increase is due to the dissociation of acetic acid and the acid mixture. And when all the acetic acid will completely neutralize by the strong base, conductance value steeply increases. You can see from here, after 10.5 of addition, 10.5 cc of addition, conductance value continuously increases up to 13. It will become the original value. So you need to go on adding sodium hydroxide. Suppose if your original value is 16.8, and you should come back nearer to 16 back. So for that much cc you have to add the sodium hydroxide. So there is a continuous decrease, in between incremental increase, then there is a continuous increase. So reaction typically looks like this: HCl plus CH3COH. You are adding NaOH first. During the titration, highly mobile H plus ions will be there from HCl, strong acid, and that strong acid will continuously neutralize by the strong base. So hence specific conductance value continuously decreases in the beginning. So you will get the straight lines like this, which is the continuously decrease in the straight lines. Now once this continuous decrease is over, that is once all the H plus from HCl will be consumed by the sodium hydroxide, now further you are going to add the sodium hydroxide to a solution of an acid mixture. So after the HCl consumption, there is a presence of acetic acid. So after the end point, the first end point, the acetic acid will go on dissociating, and it's a, you know that this is the weak acid. Weak acid will dissociate partially, So there is a partial from the partial dissociation. There is a very little increase in the conductance. So that is what is called as a incremental increase in the conductance. You will get the straight lines, which is very incrementally increasing in the value of conductance. Now, once all the acetic acid will be consumed by sodium hydroxide, there is a steep increase in the conductivity. This steep increase in the conductivity is due to the presence of excess of OH minus ions. These OH minus ions are good carriers of the charge, and hence you get more conductivity. So in the first instance, H plus from the HCl will be consumed. In the second instance of the straight line graph, the H plus of acetic acid will be consumed, and in the third instance of the straight line, the OH minus excess will give you the third straight line. So intersection of these two straight lines will give you volume V1 and volume V2 respectively. Volume V1 is the amount of HCl consumed, and volume V2 minus V1, that will give you the volume of acetic acid present in the acid mixture. I mean, the calculations, you can do it calculation very easily. N1 V1 is equal to N2 V2. So you want normality of HCl. Normality of HCl is normality of NaOH into volume V1 from the graph, volume V1 from the NaOH, divided by V mix. This V mix is the amount of acid mixture which is prepared out. Now normality of acetic acid is equal to normality of NaOH, which is known, multiplied by V2 minus V1. This you have to obtain from the graph, and divided by V mix. V mix is the amount of acid mixture which is prepared out. Now once you know the normality of HCl and normality of acetic acid, amount of HCl will be easily calculated. Amount of HCl is equal to normality of HCl, which is already calculated, multiply with 36.5. That is molecular weight of HCl. H is 1, chlorine is 35.5. In total it is 36.5. And when you multiply it, you will get so much of gram per liter. Now amount of acetic acid is equal to normality of acetic acid into 60, because 60 is the molecular weight of acetic acid. So you will get so much of gram per liter. So result is the amount of HCl present you have to calculate, that is so much of gram per liter, and amount of acetic acid is equal to so much of gram per liter. So result is the overall amount of HCl as well as amount of acetic acid. Thank you.